Hi everybody, it is Dawn. I hope you're having a lovely day today. It is the 9th of May. Feels like a big day. So just wanted to share a very quick video for those of you here to say it is time for shake up, break up, wake up, and make up. I actually woke up with that phrase. Like, I don't know where it came from. I had a weird, kind of disturbing type dream. Quite expected, just because everything that's unfolding right now is super important for all of us, okay? Regardless of your life journey or your path or the state of your relationship or the place you are with bringing your life's work forward. It's a big time right now here in May 2017, and we're coming up on a full moon that is very significant. And there is, in my belief anyway, there is very much a spiritual war, still brewing. But the thing is, the way that we overcome challenges in our lives, whether they be, sort of that a cosmic kind of blocks or challenges, or the internal blocks and challenges from, whatever childhood wounding or life experience or belief systems or whatever else, the way forward is through, and the way we begin is within. So it's always about inside out, an inside out approach to your life and your life's work. So back to that shake up, break up, wake up, make up. Let's talk about that just briefly for just a second. So shake up. Shake up is happening right now. For many of us individually, there are areas of our lives where there is a little bit of a shakeup, or we are revisiting things that we have long seen as fixed, and there's rumblings. It reminds me of that series of poems I wrote back for my Awake poetry collection, which you can find on my website, back in 2011, and released it in early 2012. It's like the world is grumbling, and we see that reflected in our reality in a variety of ways. So there is a shakeup. And also for some of us, we may be experiencing sort of like that internal shakeup, like something's not quite right. We want more we want our life experience to be, to choose a more excellent way for our lives and for our world. So shakeup is happening, breakup. When shakeups happen, we are forced to take a second look at what we have been telling ourselves, the story we have been buying into, believing, and supporting with our actions. And sometimes those can be very subtle, and in the hectic, staying on that hamster wheel kind of life, we miss some of that, right? So the shakeups allow us to see faulty foundations. The shakeups allow us to see where we have not cared for something in our world, or our personal sphere, or that larger world, where there are all sorts of results from that are results that are leading to that tumultuous kind of experience of life. And so we see what we have refused to see before, because the natural world always brings us back to truth and reveals what is essential, and what is everlasting, and what is life and what is not life. There is life and there is anti-life, essentially. And so when those shakeups occur, we see things that we know are not aligned with who we are right now. Maybe they were aligned before, or maybe we fell under the cast of a spell or some illusion about who we were, and so then lived for some role or some limited facet of who we are. So the shakeups lead us to see where we need to make choices in our lives that are different. And sometimes, again, the way out is through, and sometimes we must choose to break up with beliefs we've had, to break up with agreements we've made with other people, either because their time has concluded, the time of those agreements have been fulfilled, or the time of the learning together is complete, or it was not it was not entered into with the wholeness of who we are. And so whether that's people, systems, beliefs, other sorts of thoughts, ways of thinking about who we are and how we see and how we move through the world and how free we allow ourselves to be, those sorts of things must be revisited. And so you may find that this is a time of breakup. So shake-ups, breakups, wake up. It's my favorite one. Wake up. This is where I love my name, Dawn, because you know what? It is a new dawn. It may look like darkness. It may look like complete and utter chaos and like ridiculous. Like we have gone into the dark ages. That's what sometimes when I don't watch the news, but sometimes when I catch a story or I hear somebody, it's like it makes my head spin and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in the 1200s again. Like it's very disturbing. So, but wake up. It's a time to wake up. Wake up, wake up. It's funny because I am not a morning person. I've talked about this before. And so like my name has always felt like a bit of a misnomer. Like, look, it's like 10 in the morning and look at me. I'm still like waking up. But my mom was very much a morning person. And, she used to say, rise and shine, and that's what I feel like. I feel like sounding that out. Rise and shine, world, because it may look like gloom and doom, but I'm telling you, it can change in the twinkling of an eye. And something good is on the horizon. So wake up to your life. Wake up to the wholeness of who you are. The story's not over. It's not over. You know what? You got today. You've got today. What are you going to do with it? Wake up and live for you and for those you don't live for those you love. Live for the joy of the fullness of life in every way. So if there is fullness to be found for you walking outside in the woods alone, as I often do, then do that. If there is fullness to be found in sharing your gifts, your fine gifts of original design with the world, then do that. If there is fullness to be found in speaking your truth, where you've kept that bottled up and hidden inside, then do that. If there is fullness to be found in just a quiet moment with one you love, then do that. If there is fullness to be found in sitting, in your bed and writing about your most deepest heartfelt desires for your life, do that. Follow the flow that is revealed in you and through you. Allow the Spirit to move. Allow the Spirit to guide you. Because life is working in your favor. And God is there. God, you can call God, life, Spirit. But there is... You are not alone. There is something here for you that is sustaining you, and you are, in fact, a dynamic and sustainable system within yourself. You are a system of a structure and a system that is indestructible, cannot be. It's your whole self and your soul self is complete and always has been whole. It's only the illusions we have believed where we think that, things are broken. And when we see the shakeups and the breakups, we can believe that, again, everything is dying and death. No, everything is being born. See? Resurrection in the life. This is coming to fruition now. So shake up, break up, wake up, and the last one is make up. Okay, not makeup like this. I do have a little bit on today, but not makeup like this. But make up as in, first of all, realize where you have created division within yourself. Where you have turned against your own heart and soul in a variety of ways, as we all do. And that's the journey. That's the journey, because to come to life and have life to the full, often a lot of us choose the hard road. And so we choose to create the opposite. So then we can find our way back to the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And that begins when we allow ourselves to embrace a whole new way of seeing ourselves, a whole new way of being ourselves, a whole new way of freeing ourselves. And so the first place to start is to see where you have been a part of your own, your own separation from yourself, or your own, maybe it's destructive acts, or, not being true in some way, or maybe it is that you have just not refused a part of yourself, or refused to acknowledge, refused to embrace, And maybe it's other people that you have done this. So makeup it doesn't mean to go fix everything. It doesn't mean to just become subservient and serve others and not pay attention to your own heart and soul. It also does not mean that there is a big list of stuff and you must do these 100 things to fix stuff or to otherwise, patch up all the holes at once, and then you can live. No. It means that in every day, first of all, it does not mean this kind of makeup. You take off the masks, and in every day you show up and you find ways to look for life. It's that simple. Okay, don't necessarily look at you release all that, all the mistakes, all of the supposed wrong turns, which aren't really wrong turns, because look at where you are. Look, there's a shake-up, there's a breakup, you get to wake up, and you get to make up. I feel like being a rapper today. So anyway, that in that making up process, it's really a coming back to life, giving yourself fully to life. It's allowing that's what it is. It's allowing that life to flow through you, because you are that life. You are one with life. You are at your core light and life and love. And there is no other truth but that you are here to experience life and to have the life more abundant. You are deserving of this because of the very nature of who you are. Because we are one with one another. We are one within ourselves. There is no division between masculine, feminine, male and female, nationality, race, religion, creed, all of it. No. There is something unique that you bring forward that only you can bring forward, and I'm very passionate about that. We each have a unique expression of the divine, and beyond that, look at this. How marvelous is it that we each get to be exactly who we choose to be? Like, look at the freedom that we've been given as humanity, as a collective, and also individually. And if you're not feeling that freedom, then I challenge you today to find one way to step forward and really, really take a second look and look around. And I bet, before you know it, you'll find 10 ways that you have freedom in a given situation, in the moment. You have freedom. What are you going to choose to feel? What are you going to choose to think? What are you going to choose to believe about yourself, about other people, about life, about the world, about the state of humanity, about God? So let's make up a little bit today, okay? Shake up, break up, wake up, make up. Have a great day, everybody. Lots of love.